Jonah, son of Amittai, was a prophet of the Lord. One day, God commanded Jonah to go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against its wickedness. However, Jonah did not want to go to Nineveh, as he despised the city and its people. Instead, he decided to flee from the presence of the Lord. Jonah boarded a ship bound for Tarshish, hoping to escape his divine mission. As the ship sailed, the Lord sent a great storm upon the sea. The violent tempest threatened to break the ship apart. The sailors, terrified, cried out to their gods and threw the cargo overboard to lighten the ship. Meanwhile, Jonah was below deck, fast asleep. The captain found him and urged him to pray to his God for mercy. The sailors cast lots to determine who was responsible for the calamity, and the lot fell on Jonah. He confessed that he was fleeing from the Lord and that the storm was because of him. He urged the sailors to throw him into the sea to calm the storm. Reluctantly, the sailors agreed, and as soon as Jonah was cast into the water, the sea ceased its raging. The Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow Jonah. Jonah spent 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish. From inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord, acknowledging his power and expressing his repentance. Jonah thanked God for his mercy and vowed to fulfill his mission. The Lord commanded the fish to vomit Jonah onto dry land. Once again, God instructed Jonah to go to Nineveh and deliver his message. This time Jonah obeyed. He entered the city and proclaimed that in 40 days, Nineveh would be overthrown because of its wickedness. The people of Nineveh believed Jonah's message. From the greatest to the least, they declared a fast and put on sackcloth as a sign of their repentance. When the king of Nineveh heard Jonah's words, he rose from his throne, removed his royal robes, covered himself in sackcloth, and sat in ashes. He issued a decree for everyone in Nineveh to fast, wear sackcloth, and turn from their evil ways, hoping that God would relent and spare their city. When God saw the genuine repentance of the people of Nineveh, he had compassion and decided not to bring the destruction he had threatened. Jonah, however, was displeased and angry at God's mercy towards Nineveh. He felt that the city's repentance and God's forgiveness made his earlier prophecy seem untrue. Jonah went out of the city and made a shelter to see what would become of Nineveh. The Lord caused a plant to grow and provide shade for Jonah, easing his discomfort. But the next day, God sent a worm to wither the plant and a scorching east wind to make Jonah faint. Jonah was so miserable that he wished to die. God then asked Jonah if he had any right to be angry about the plant. Jonah replied that he was indeed angry enough to die. The Lord pointed out that Jonah was concerned about a plant he had neither tended nor grown. God explained that if Jonah could care so much for a mere plant, shouldn't he, the Creator, care for the great city of Nineveh with its many people and animals? The story of Jonah and the whale teaches lessons about obedience, repentance, and the boundless mercy of God. Jonah's journey highlights the importance of following God's will and the power of sincere repentance to invoke divine compassion. If you enjoyed this adventure, please like and subscribe. I pray blessings over you and your family, and I pray that God never leaves you alone and you have faith to walk out your destiny, even when it's hard.